Hello and welcome, my friends. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to the end of March and the beginning of April. I know, right? It seems like we just stepped into March. Now we're into spring, into Aries, into April. I think I say this every week. I'm so surprised at how fast time flies. Now, of course, this week reading is for March 26th through to the 1st of April. Wow, right? I know. Wow is all I'm going to say. All right, let's get into this. Let's find my cursor, change the thing. Okay, so for my first deck, I am bringing some history to this. This beautiful deck is the second deck I ever bought. And yes, bought. The myth that you have to wait till someone gifts you a deck, A, you can be waiting forever, and B, you may not get what you want. I didn't really understand that piece. I think originally when they were handcrafted, that was a different piece. This is the Spiral Tarot. It is absolutely gorgeous. And if you've been around with me for a while, you may have heard this story. I did purchase this deck because I didn't really resonate with the Rider-Waite, like so many of us. But the problem being, as I was not a competent reader, there was not the internet. This is pre-internet times. And as you can see, there's lots of different symbols that occur in the deck. And, well, it confused the hell out of me, and I ended up drawing myself backwards in not being able to read as well because I was so caught up in, look at the major arcana. It's beautiful. It can be overwhelming, but there's zodiac symbols, there's alchemy symbols. It was just a lot, and I got confused. So, take my lesson. If you want to learn on the Rider-Waite until you feel proficient, and then the symbols will not confuse you. You know what judgment is. You know what judgment feels like. So this is the Spiral Tarot. I love it. It's beautiful. It was the second deck that I bought in the 90s. And then I have, of course, this is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle that I've paired it with. All right, let's get into this. What can my friends expect from the week of, what is it? We're in March, almost into April, March 26th through till April 1st. The Empress, third card in the major arcana. The Mother Earth energy, that growth, that stability, that fertility. Oh yeah, she got it all going on. This week is going to be a fantastic week to get some of that stuff done. Some of that, growth, that determination, that desire to get some stuff done that we want to get done, that we need to get done. Stuff that we've been putting on the back burner because we didn't know if we were able to right now. This is a fantastic time. This is a creation week. This is about really seeing that growth. Growth within and growth around you. I love it. We've got the Queen of Swords. So this is what she looks like. Right side up. She's in the reversal. So the Queen of Swords, of course, she's the lady who has learned all her hard knocks through firsthand experience. She has been through the ringer. She has been beaten up big time. Know a couple things. One, she can become very jaded very quickly and become the Ice Queen. It's very much a this or that week. Either we can be that nurturing, warm, growth, fantastic individual, or we can be the person that is going to be a tyrant, cold, and distant. We need to be very much mindful of where we're sending ourselves. Now, it does not matter what gender you identify with, because they came up in the feminine, that's fine. It's just that in the Emperor, if we had it the other way, so if we had the Emperor and the King of Swords, Well, the King of Swords is the everyday personification of the Emperor. The Emperor doesn't have the warmth. It doesn't have that growth. It's about foundation, stability, society. No. We want that nurture. We want that growth, that environmental aspect. So that's why it's in the feminine. So we don't want the bitch. We want the very strong. Like, I'm not going to say she's weak in any way. This is about growth. This is about taking that inner goddess of growth, no matter your gender, and letting it shine. That fertility. That's what we want. So be mindful of where we're sitting, that emotional aspect. Okay, let's look at the beginning of the week. What does the beginning of the week bring my supporter friends? Or sorry, this is my regular reading. Never mind, just my friends. I do a supporter exclusive reading for everything that I do on YouTube, but I also do other supporter readings. But this is for my normal friends. This was in the reversal too. The Four of Swords. So this isn't really a time for hibernation. I'm getting that we do need to rejuvenate us. We need to see that fertility and growth within and around us. We're going to have to take it slow and steady. We want the stability of the Four, but we don't want that hermit recluse energy. Additionally, we do not want to be overthinking things, second guessing self. Bring the stability and the kindness, that rejuvenation of the Four, but not the hard, overthinking, critical mind of the Sword, and not the seclusion. This card usually talks about seclusion. We don't want to seclude ourselves. We want that growth. We want to be able to connect in. Growth requires others, whether just like if you're going to make something, like if you're making a baby, you need X and a Y. Well, we need to be connecting in. So don't recluse ourselves, rejuvenate, absolutely, but connect in. The beginning of the week, we're not going to want to do that. We're not going to want to connect in. We're probably not feeling too stable. We're not wanting, well, we're just going to be at that point of, I want to curl up in my chair and cry. No, we don't want to do that. We want to, if you see, there's a window here and there's light shining through. Okay, we want to embrace that warmth, that sun of the Empress. So be very careful. This queen, this ice queen, is going to seep in different ways, not only that are not helpful for you, but bring you down. So making some pretty clear choices at the beginning of the week to help set you up. Stability, yes, and we have that in the Empress too, grounding yourself. And checking in frequently. Where am I functioning at? What's happening for me? How is that impacting those around me? Because again, that ice queen is here. Checking in. You know what? I really do need some time for myself. However, I'm going to balance it out by connecting in, rejuvenating and fueling me by that growth, that warmth, getting yourself out and about. Okay, what about the middle of the week? What can my friends expect from the middle of the week? So we're in also, it's the waxing crescent moon. We can use that to help balance us out, clear out some of that gunk. When does the waxing moon come in? Oh, we have the first quarter of the moon on the 28th. Fantastic time to use that lunar energy to our advantage to help clear us out. Because, well, it's easy to get caught up. We don't want the sad that we attach knowledge to, that overwhelming piece, to come forward and overbear us. Like I said, that ice queen can easily come in and we don't want, it's not going to help you at all. You're not going to see the growth. You're going to see things actually become more stagnant and stuck. Two of Wands. This card, the Empress, will warm the Two of Wands, inspiring it, help to grow and to make some good decisions for you. She pokes it in the butt and causes it to run around like a lunatic. So, making sure balance, stability will help you to clearly see better. Right now, with the Queen overpowering and being overbearing, it's turned the Two of Wands. He's turned away, as you can see, from the Empress. We want to make sure that he is looking up to her rather than turning away. So like I said, it is very much a this or that situation this week. And I said balance was going to be important. We have that first quarter moon, right? It's building to the full moon. We have that ability to balance ourselves out, get rid of some of that prickliness, that iciness, melt it, and be able to make some decisions, because there's going to be some amazing decisions in the middle of the week that's going to really help with that fire, that connection, that understanding. And the Empress, like I said, she's only going to add to that. However, we need to connect the two. They're disconnected right now. All right, let's go on to the end of the week. Okay, you can have it. What can my friends expect from the end of the week? Sometimes the cards get really excited and they jump all over the place. The Queen of Pentacles, which is the everyday personification of the Empress. I said that growth, it's here. These decisions are connected. We need to balance and ground ourselves out so that we can make good, positive, high vibrational choices for your greater good. And you'll see some of that greater good, that fertility, come into the end of the week. It's going to take some patience, some understanding, and compassion to self, because part of us is still hurting, part of us is really pokey and prickly, where there's another part of us that wants that growth, that stability. Again, it's our decision. It's up to us. To the end of the week, we will see some growth and shifting if we allow the earth to defrost. If we work with these energies, working with that growth, that compassion, that nurturing. If we do not, if we cannot balance ourselves, we can't stabilize ourselves, well, it will minimize what the Queen can do here. These two sisters are going to be fighting. Who's going to win? You need to pick a side. Now, obviously, we do have the double sisters. The Queens are the 13th card in the Minor Arcana. When we have that number of 13, the angels are telling you to quiet your mind. Listen to that intuition. Okay, nope, I was right. This deck. What further support can we add and give to my friends so that they can embrace the Empress and support that Queen of Pentacles in her fight with her sister? And the Queen of Pentacles, she brings in that fertility. This is the time to create at the end of the week, guys. This is, time to throw the cards under the table. This is the time that you would want to really let the Empress roll, because decisions are made in the beginning of the week. You need to build yourself up decisions made at the middle of the week. Beginning of the week, you want to build yourself up. All right, so card that decided it wanted under the table. Gossip. It takes away from our heart chakra. It adds to that Queen. It adds to the fact that sometimes we don't really want to be with people. I said we need to be working with our supports because it takes more than just us to create. Oh, that's a bad glare. There we go. Well, choose your people wisely. It's not just hanging out with everybody. It's not just saying, okay, I'm going to put myself with people that I know are toxic, who do they're the cooler gossipers, where they stand at the water cooler and just gossip about everybody. No, there's information that's going to help support you. There are people that will help support you, and there are people who aren't. This is a toxic piece. Share what you would want to be shared about yourself, and only receive the information that you would want to share with others. All right. Very much in the heart chakra here. Perception. Also be mindful of how things are coming across. Perception of self, by self and others, is going to be important. But also, how are you receiving information? Whether it be from others, environmental, high vibrational. Perception is in the eye of the beholder. Opening ourselves up rather than shutting ourselves down helps us to see a clearer picture, and our perceptions change. So making sure that we are stabilizing ourselves, grounding ourselves, opening ourselves up for insight, information, guidance, understanding. I said we're going to need help. Soulmate. Now, does this mean a romantic relationship in this week? Well, it could. It's going to depend a lot on you and them. But know that soulmates come in different forms other than just that sexual partner. Soulmates come in forms of soul sisters, soul brothers, really close friends that become family. Again, goes back to the fact we need others to support us in this. Asking for the help, getting out of that ice queen prickly cold and into the warmth and an embrace. So making sure that we are opening ourselves up, grounding ourselves in positive support. I said up here, we need to be careful who we're connecting in with. That's reinforced in the soulmate card. It's a good week, guys. Make sure that you're picking and choosing who you're hanging out with, what you're allowing yourself to be embraced by, because it does matter. It impacts you and can really aggravate and flare that queen. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that this does help to guide you into April and embrace that spring energy. Now, like always, if you like this session, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, as it helps people find me on the sea of YouTube. More importantly for you, don't forget to subscribe. I do have a lot more content coming forward. I know it's very different right now. However, this too shall pass, and I will be back live, and I will be adding more things to my channel. So you don't want to miss any of it. So the best way to stay connected, of course, is through subscribing and hitting that bell. Additionally, I still have my Ko-fi and Patreon page up and going. If you want some added extra supports, I do have that going as well. You can go check out the links below. Again, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're able to embrace the Empress and dance with the Queen of Pentacles. Until tomorrow, my friends.